We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamin Davis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. Good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Back to the ground with Gibson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Gibson. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On 2nd and a couple. Hurts. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
you don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. From the 38, Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. Fights through and now a crease. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run with Gibson, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll go down the number 4, getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Kaepernick. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? He gets it to Humphreys. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's caught by Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards the pick up there. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Kaepernick. Complete to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Kaepernick now on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Got his target, Samuel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick steps away to his left. Throw left side, complete. That's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Gibson again. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And Washington has once again taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. First down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on first down. Gibson, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Runs over him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.